coaches. All right, so we're going to talk about what we're going to do in the case of an emergency. Um, so we're going to talk about the venue specifics. We're going to talk about the locations where you're going to practice and play. So the first thing we want to talk about is what is an EAP, and that's an emergency action plan. And this is how we're going to care for an individual if they get hurt. So we will have different venue specific because the ambulance will need to go different locations. We might have different gates to unlock and things like that. So we'll kind of go through the locations that you'll most likely be at, and then skip some of the locations that you won't see. So the first thing that we'll do is if you're practicing like over here on the soccer field or something like that, we're going to have the ambulance come up 2550 East or Smash Fork Parkway. They're going to enter right here between the seminary building and the main building. They're going to come along and then come right up on the sidewalk and drive all the way up to where we need them. The gold stars indicate gates that might need to be unlocked. These are all 105 keys. So make sure that if you are calling an ambulance and having them come, that you've got somebody who's going to make sure that these three gates are open and the ambulance knows that's the route they need to take to come to get to you. If we're using the stadium, you'll notice we will actually have them come in from a different location, unless it's kind of over on this part of the area. It's just easier for the ambulance to kind of come in right here. They're a little bit easier access to the field. We've got some rock and stuff like that here that's a little bit harder to get in and around. And then sometimes with food trucks and things like that, it's just not guaranteed this space is going to be open. If we are going to be in the actual stadium, like I said, they'll just come up and turn on the north side of the school on 130 North here, pull right into the parking lot. They're going to come in. That will give you access for the facility and then also access to the field there. Again, there is a gate with the 105 key there. Inside of the practice facility is an AED. So that one's going to be really close to you. That one we just got installed. So when I made these pictures, we didn't have one yet. So there is an AED located in there for you. And then we have various ones throughout the school. And there are two that travel with us as athletic trainers, one in each golf cart if we're both outside, or one inside, one outside, depending on where we're located. So we're going to talk about if it's hot enough, we will use the device that we saw on this last slide right here, a Kestrel, to determine if it is safe to participate on the turf. Now, we typically don't see these heats in the spring, so this is rarely something you'll ever need to worry about. But if for whatever reason we are having high temperatures in here and up, you will see that orange guy outside, and he'll beep and let us know what color we're in and what we can do for our players, what we need to limit. Usually it's just added drink breaks, things like that, maybe removing equipment. Another location that you want to be aware of is if you're doing weightlifting in the weight room or whatever, or inside for something practice-wise in there, you're going to have the ambulance come down and just enter right here through the main entrance. There is an entrance here, but that one is a little bit harder to see the ambulance because of the jet out of the weight room. So we definitely recommend kind of coming here and having somebody meet them there. The other location that we won't often see, but Lacrosse will use every once in a while, is Sierra Bonita. So with Sierra Bonita, we're having come down and turn and go down 100 South and then enter in through the south lot. There is a gate there. It is the same 105 key, and it will get you in the ambulance in right there. And there is an AED located in that east side of the school where they unlock the doors for restroom use. So we will have the AED located there if there is games or whatever going on at that location. So here's the roles of the first responder. So the first thing, obviously, is we need to care for the injured or ill student athlete. We're going to call 911. We're going to provide them all the information they ask for, and then we're going to activate the phone tree. The phone tree means that if the athletic trainer's not there, you're going to call us, and then we will get that phone tree happening. We'll call the AD. We'll have somebody call the parents and go along that route. If we need administration, we'll get them there, things like that. We'll get whatever emergency equipment we need and then direct EMS to the scene. Again, the big thing is gates. We never know if the gates are going to be locked or unlocked, so we need to make sure that whoever is going to be in charge of opening the gates has a key to do that, and then can flag down the EMS and direct them to where we want the ambulance to go. And then lastly, scene control. We want to have individuals assigned to be able to control the other players on the team or other bystanders to make sure that the scene is easy for the responders to treat the injured athlete. So our emergency equipment is located with the athletic trainer. So if we are inside, it's going to be inside with us. If we're outside, it's going to be in the golf carts with us. We do have 2 sets of everything. So we'll have that all with us. The only thing we don't carry with us on a regular basis is going to be a spine board. Typically the ambulance has their own mat that we prefer to use anyway, so our spine board rarely do we use. We also, so like I said earlier, we have AED located in the indoor facility and then 2 that go with the training room. So now we're up to 8. But pay attention to where these are located. Most common easy access is going to be spin room, but there is one over by the welding. So if you're in the indoor facility and the indoor facility one is being used or not working, there is one kind of over by welding. We will have emergency ice in the indoor facility. We'll put a cooler during those cool months in the early spring, late winter, with ice and ice bags. Softball does request their own, so we can do that for other teams too if they request their own, and then you'll just return it every evening. We also have had requested from the track team to leave pre-made bags in the deep freeze in the outdoor concession stand. There's a big deep freeze in the middle section, so you can utilize those ice bags anytime. Those are kind of the things that are most important with our emergency action plan. If you've got any questions, please reach out, let us know whatever we can do to help you. Thanks so much.